I'm going to introduce Alexandra Tavasoli next, and she's CEO of Solistra Corporation, which is an early stage clean tech startup commercializing innovative light-driven nanomaterial that can drive conversion of carbon dioxide and methane together into synthesized gas. Solistra's first commercial application is in the on-site production of low-carbon hydrogen from biogas produced from various organic wastes, including areas where water electrolysis may not be practical, for example, remote desert areas. The company was founded in 2018 with her PhD supervisor, Geoffrey Ozin, and spun out of the University of Toronto Solar Fuel Cells Group after receiving significant funding from NRC and Mars Discovery District. Since then, they've completed their first pilot cooperation with NRC and Natural Gas Innovation Fund, and they're looking for investors for further piloting and partnership opportunities. Here's Alexandra.
Hi there. Thanks, Paul, for accommodating my next meeting time. Thank you for having me, everybody. It's nice to see some familiar faces. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we are, Alex.
Yeah, I can see it.
Perfect. Thanks. So as Paul mentioned, I run an early stage startup out of Toronto, Ontario called Solistra. And we use solar energy to directly convert greenhouse gases into fuels, one of which being hydrogen. So as we know from being in the hydrogen sector in this meeting, 98% of the global hydrogen supply is either made from natural gas or coal. And our most viable green option is water electrolysis, which unfortunately uses another important resource, which is water. So Solistra takes a complementary approach to water electrolysis, wherein in regions where there is low water availability or low grid electricity, we're able to use organic wastes from the surrounding community to produce hydrogen by degrading that waste into a mixture of carbon dioxide and methane gas. This can be particularly advantageous for fueling station companies who want to expand their network, potentially through desert regions or other remote areas. So we can accept a feed of petrochemically sourced carbon dioxide and natural gas, biogas from wastewater treatment or agricultural wastes, landfill gas. We can combine natural gas with CO2 captured from flue gas or direct air capture. And we're able to use natural sunlight during the day and high efficiency LED lights at night to produce really low energy cost synthesis gas and green hydrogen once it is purified. So because we're able to use solar energy and our catalysts require much less electricity once illuminated to drive the conversion of the greenhouse gases into hydrogen, our cost per kilogram of hydrogen is significantly less than both steam methane reforming with carbon capture and water electrolysis systems. And as well, because we use natural sunlight, our electricity use is about less than a third of the electricity required for water electrolysis. In addition, we don't use any water in our process. And because we have such a low energy consumption and electrolysis use, our CO2 emissions per kilogram of hydrogen are quite low. And that's based on the Ontario grid, which is admittedly a little bit cleaner than others. So our beachhead commercial application for this technology is green hydrogen, and specifically to provide on-site hydrogen as a service with the extra add-on that we manage the transition of that hydrogen towards green hydrogen over time. So for natural gas users, we can, for example, start recycling the flue gas CO2 that they have on site, combine it with natural gas that they already have, and produce green hydrogen at roughly $1 per kilogram. And then if you use the hydrogen in cars or in industrial processes instead of natural gas, you can reduce the emissions by up to 50% of the process. And in a third stage, we can transition our clients to completely circular economy, green hydrogen, by using bio or landfill gas as a feedstock to the process. So as Paul mentioned, this company was spun out of the University of Toronto based on my PhD work. So my background is in chemical engineering and materials engineering. And in between my undergraduate and graduate school, I was in new product introductions at AGFA Graphics, which is sort of like the European Fujifilm, if you know that about them, and as well at the Advanced Energy Center at the Mars Discovery District. My PhD professor, Geoffrey Ozin, is a 50-year nanochemistry professor at the University of Toronto. This is his third startup. His first one was in the 70s when it sort of wasn't cool for university students to do that. And so he's a great addition as an advisor to the team. A bit about our development over time. Between 2016 and 2018, we built our lab scale prototype and tested our catalyst materials. And in 2020, we deployed our first pilot with Natural Resources Canada and in cooperation with the Canadian Gas Association that produces about 3 kilograms of hydrogen per hour. And at that small scale, it costs about $2.50 per kilogram of hydrogen. And we're looking for partners moving forward to build out our team a little bit and to build our next scale up, which will be a modular commercial unit that will be operated using natural sunlight. So the real question that we're asking at Solistra is, can waste be the new oil? So there are many different wastes that produce carbon dioxide and methane once they're treated and recycled. And we've assessed that there are about 18,000 viable sites in North America that can also be hydrogen fueling station sites in the future. And really, if you look at the knock-on applications of our technology, it can really find value in energy security for certain regions and countries, because not every country has fossil reserves or water reserves for that matter that they can pull on, but every country has garbage and humans produce garbage all the time. So really enabling the use of that can allow countries to produce their own fuels and products. So that's it from me. I'd be happy to take any questions now.
Okay, so we're running short on time, so we've got one question here. So one of the things that got is, at what scales can you operate at, and how big can you go?
Yeah, so right now we're operating at a scale of 3 kilograms of hydrogen per day, and that takes about 18 square feet of space on the ground. And we're hoping to scale up from there about 100 more times. And we think that that scale can be usable in a modular way, where if customers require additional capacity, they can purchase multiples of the units.
Okay, that's very good. Now I'm just thinking, I need to get, I should jump to the next one, because Cannon also has to get moving here.
Oh, yeah, no
soon.
problem.
So thank you very much for your time.